Iris, what's wrong?
I don't like the Sinnoh region.
Why not?
Well, for one, almost every single Pokemon was a pre-evolve or a new evolution for Pokemon that we already had. None of them are incredibly original or interesting. I suppose the stats and abilities that they created were probably the most unique part of it.
And why don't you know any of this, Yako? Iris, I think you really should be the professor.
Today, we're exploring the Sinnoh region, for better or worse.
It's gonna be great! Coming in at number 10 for Sinnoh is... Mama Pikachu, really? Coming in at number 10 is Roserade. This is a Pokemon that I admittedly overlooked for quite some time. This is the first region in which we got to see some of its particular evolutions, and so once Roserade was on my team, I just grew really attached to it. It seems like such a daring vigilante with its little mask. Alright guys, coming in at number 9 is...
Meow.
Another cat-type Pokemon, which automatically makes it a favorite of some of us here at AnimeIshNess. Iris is more of a dog person. So we're here to tell you more about Glameow. It's got such a fun little design. Its curly cute tail is one of those things that I'm just like, this is gonna be so much fun! You gotta stick little Pokeballs on it and launch it off to catch others. It'd be great.
I never evolve it because it turns into what I call Fat Lard.
Well, it is literally called Pure Ugly, or Pure Ugly, so. But Glameow's alright in my book, mostly for aesthetic reasons, because I've never actually had one on my team.
It's just pretty to look at. It's like one of those things you get and you just stick it on the shelf and just look at it and go, you're pretty.
Coming in at number 8 is Munchlax.
Why don't you tell them what you did?
What'd you do?
When we first did our tallies, Munchlax was the number 1 Pokemon in Sinnoh.
And why is this a bad thing?
Well, it's not a bad thing.
I forget.
Munchlax is absolutely adorable, literal walking refrigerator. Its moveset is powerful and just like its evolved form, it's got a strong HP stat and a solid defense, making it a good wait-in-line Pokemon for the beginning of the game. Though you don't get it at the beginning of the game because you have to breed it down or a honey thing, I don't remember.
Well, one of my favorite things about Munchlax and why he was so high on my personal list is because this is one that I just really like to imagine walking around beside me. I mean, me and Munchlax would be best bros. I'm hungry all the time, and I'd just be like, hey, dude, do you have a granola bar? And he'd be like, Munchlax. And I'd be like, thanks!
I just despise this little thing.
And that's why I love Munchlax, and that's why he's number 8 on our list for Sinnoh.
And not number 1. What? Actually, the reason why he's not number 1 is just for the fact that, in comparison to the other Pokemon on the list, it doesn't quite stand out.
This could not beat out half of them.
It could in food storage. Don't hurt me.
Coming in at number 7 is Weavile.
Its pre-evolved form Sneasel was in our Johto list, and so it just continues to be awesome now that we're here in Sinnoh.
It's a little badass Pokemon, let's admit that, okay? Once you get this thing on your team, you're just set, because it has the attitude and the...
It does round up the personality of your team. It may not be actually the strongest Pokemon I've ever had, but I definitely agree that it has so much personality based on its design. I love the colors, I like the little tribal hat thing it looks like it gets, and also just the fact that it's one of those few ice types that I remember exist.
I always forget it's an ice type.
Well, it is ice dark.
But I usually consider it just a dark type because I'm just like, you are just the cutest little thing. I'm just, yeah.
And I love that they're little thieves. Woohoo! And that puts Weavile on our list at number 7.
Number 6 is coming in just a notch above Weedile in the Kick A meter. We have Krogunk. This poison-type Pokemon's little face is absolutely adorable.
Or obnoxious!
It looks like it could either be up to something evil or half asleep. I love everything about the Pokemon's design. Its moveset is awesome. It's amazing to use when it has the dry skin ability with a Pokemon that uses Surf and double battles. Give it the black sludge and you've got a Pokemon that's not going to go down without a fight.
Why is Mom Pikachu in my seat?
Because of Munchlax. That's why.
I still don't see a problem.
You're a problem.
Coming in at number 5 is Leafeon. This is one of my favorite evolutions, and between him and Glaceon, while I do love them both, Leafeon's my winner. Something about it, the beauty of its design, I mean, that's kind of what we've been bragging about in all of these, is how pretty they are, how cute they are. So, once again, that's my reason. And I'm sorry that I don't have a better reason than that.
Coming in at number 4 is Pachirisu. I love this little squirrel Pokemon. It will shock the crap out of you, and till like the end of time, every time I play in the Sinnoh region, I have to get a Pachirisu, and it's always like at least 3rd on my team. Because it's just so cute, and you underestimate it completely just because it's tiny. And just because it's tiny does not mean it can't kick your butt.
Coming in at number 3 is the Aqua Jet Pokemon Weasel. This Pokemon's color scheme and everything else is absolutely adorable and makes it a very spunky, energetic Pokemon. It seems like the Pokemon that would either be absolutely adorable or sit there picking on you forever, wondering why you aren't winning more battles.
Hey!
Its color scheme and everything about it is pretty much everything I asked for in an anime, so if you guys want to recommend any weaselish animes for me to watch, let me know.
Hey, I'm kind of like a weasel. My color scheme is usually bright orange, and they bother you, and I'm adorable.
This Pokemon was also introduced with the move Aqua Jet, which allowed it a quick attack type priority as a water type move.
I just think this thing is so freaking adorable.
Coming in at number 2 is Luxray.
I love electric type Pokemon, and this was the Pokemon that made me actually go back and play the Sinnoh region. Shinx was absolutely adorable, Luxio looked like he was finding himself, and Luxray was winning.
I'm here.
Luxray says hashtag winning, and
That's just it. If you have a Luxray, you're done. You're good.
Luxray.
Golden!
Luxray was one of my first Pokemon ever. I loved him. Shinx is adorable.
Little baby pumpkin.
the sad part about Luxray is the poor moveset.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much that plays to its strength, but with the ability of Rivalry is something that I just really enjoyed. It was, I think, the first Pokemon to have that ability, and is one that I choose from time to time.
And the number one Pokemon for the Sinnoh region is...
Lucario. I am back here to withhold my excitement. This is absolutely one of my favorite Pokemon, and curse Kalos for making me break my good habit of not having one on my team. This Pokemon is reliable, strong, with a solid move set, and with all the up abilities that you can give it, both Swords Dance, Power Up, Punch, Screech, you can totally dominate an opponent without even doing it. I have a Riolu on my team right now that's moveset alone is winning it.
Are you done?
Okay, I also really like that the Pokemon has a very strong resemblance to Anubis. And I've always been a big fan of mythology, and I've loved the Pokemon that resemble it the strongest. Aurasphere being unique to Lucario is also a fun little snippet for why I like him. He's also blue, and I'm Iris Blue, and I like blue.
And that wraps it up for the Sinnoh region for us. Once again, this is
Iris Blue,
the lover of Lucarios, and I'm Yakumasu Gimidamazlu.
Yako,
And I am Div.
and we will see you in the next region.
Excuse you, you forgot to let Mama's Pikachu speak.
Please, the floor is yours.
And this is Mama Pikachu signing off for AnimeIshNess. See you in the next video.
See you in Nova. Later.
Oh God. It's so terrifying. No. Run. Save your children.